What if everything you think you know about the 300 Spartans is only the surface of a much bigger truth? We picture Thermopylae as a glorious last stand, bronze, shields, slow-motion battle cries. But the real impact of those 300 Spartans wasn't Hollywood heroism, it was strategy that altered the course of Western civilization. When Persia invaded Greece, it wasn't just land they wanted. Xerxes aimed to crush a fragile political experiment still in its infancy, Athenian democracy. A messy, argumentative, revolutionary idea where citizens, not kings, shaped decisions. If Persia succeeded, that experiment might have vanished before it ever matured. Here's the part the movies skip: the Spartans weren't simply defending Sparta. They were buying precious time for Athens. Time for evacuation. Time to build a navy. Time to prepare for Salamis, the naval battle that would actually shatter Persia's campaign. Without those extra days purchased at Thermopylae, the Athenians likely wouldn't have mounted the resistance necessary to survive, let alone win. But the Spartans' influence goes deeper than tactics. Their last stand created a story, a rallying myth of resistance against overwhelming force. Did Spartans fight for freedom in the modern sense? Not exactly. They fought for their rigid laws and their own way of life. Yet the tale that spread, of a tiny force refusing to kneel, unified quarrelsome Greek city-states under a shared identity worth defending. That unity preserved Greek culture long enough for it to evolve into something the world would inherit: philosophy from Socrates and Plato, political theory from Pericles, drama from Sophocles, scientific curiosity from the early thinkers, all rooted in a civilization that almost didn't survive. Rome later absorbed these ideas. The Renaissance rebirthed them. The Enlightenment weaponized them into modern democracy. Trace the intellectual DNA of the West and you find a choke point, a narrow pass where 300 men didn't stop an empire, but stalled it long enough for ideas to live. The 300 Spartans didn't save the West with brute strength. They saved it with timing, defiance, and a story powerful enough to keep others fighting. So ask yourself, if 300 men could preserve a civilization's future without ever seeing the victory, what overlooked struggle today might be shaping ours?